And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. MLB The Show with a good one coming at you. The Atlanta Braves taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. First pitch coming your way next. Just about set. On the hill here today, Shohei Ohtani. What should we keep an eye on here?
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Michael Harris the second, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one.
No strike.
And the 1-0.
Ball, that's outside.
Down the left field line, should be extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. And it's a double to start the game.
Showed some really nice patience in that at bat. Worked himself into a good count.
Profile.
Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Here's Profar now. There's a strike.
It's no surprise they call this batter a day player. He statistically performs better in these games, and he's hoping for a big performance in this one.
That misses, and now it's even 1-1. No outs, runner on second. Next offering way off the plate. And that's in for a strike.
Well, they gave up on that pitch early, and it ended up staying in the zone. I'm sure he's kicking himself and would like that pitch again.
Next one misses, and the count is filled up.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
No, very close with the location right there. It's just tough to get rewarded on the call when pitches near the top of the strike zone.
Here's Austin Riley. Close one, doesn't get the call. Ball 1.
1-0.
And that's outside.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Swings and misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Here's Matt Olson down. This is another guy capable of hitting tape measure home runs. That was the sweeper, but it missed.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
1 out. Runners at first and second. Next pitch inside. Now 2-0.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Line drive, caught. Here's Brian Snitker's lineup for the Braves. They're dealing with a top-level arm on the mound, so this figures to be a tough matchup for him. What's the key to the offense today, Singy?
Oh, Boog, I think when you got a guy that's this talented on the mound, you got to find ways to disrupt his rhythm, make him uncomfortable a little bit. The guys that can handle the bat and perhaps, bunt for a base hit, get him moving off the mound. If you're in the box and he seems to be just in a flow, step out, mess up his timing, somehow try to get in his head a little bit. And then when he does come in the zone, you may only get one pitch. You better not miss it.
And that is out of play. And Singy, as a team, you need to make the most of the very few opportunities he's going to give you, right?
Absolutely. And if you don't get to guys like this.
And that one gets away at the plate. Smith gathers, throws, and they get out of the jam. Well done to finish off the strikeout at end of the inning. 2 left for Atlanta. And now the Dodgers get a crack at it. No score. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Back here in L.A. and today's starter, Chris Sale.
Well, Sale's a strikeout pitcher, and the thing about it is he'll throw strikes early, but then start teasing the zones, and that's what the great ones do. You got to make sure you elevate him, get him out over the plate. That's the only way you're going to have a chance.
Here's Mookie Betts.
Leading off for
Singing, he's a guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Oh, just look at the back of my bubblegum card. You'll see how hard it is. These guys are great, man. They have the ability to look out there, but also to be able to turn on the inside pitch. Those that can really sharpen things on the outer half, those are the ones that become elite.
Here's the Dodgers lineup now. This is a veteran-led lineup right here. A lot of players with plenty of experience, Singy.
Yeah, no doubt about that, Boog. These players have been around the game for a long time, and they may not have the flash that they once did, but they've got the wisdom to be able to understand different situations, be able to think with the opponent and sometimes in front of the opponent. And you always seem to see a team like this. They come to the ballpark, they know how to get down to business, and they understand what the job is at hand.
Chop back up the middle. Albies over to first. And here this afternoon, 2 quickly away in the bottom of the first.
Freddie Freeman.
So now it's Freddie Freeman. He's a left-handed batter who still comes up with good contact and a good average against left-handed pitchers. And that drops in for a strike. All right, so you hit lefty. What makes it so hard to face a left-handed pitcher?
Left-handers, they just seem to have different arm angles. So to keep that front shoulder in there and really discipline yourself can be tough sometimes. But the guys that do it well, man, I tip my cap to them every day.
2 outs.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
That one missed. Teoscar Hernandez waiting to bat for the Dodgers. Eighth pitch of the at-bat coming up. Hit hard on the ground to short. Throws to first in time, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Dodgers go down quietly, scoreless after 1. Top of the second, so now to the plate for Atlanta. Ozzie Albies. Ohtani back to work. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Got him swinging.
Boog, if you can set up a good two-strike splitter with the fastball on the previous pitch, it's going to be so tough to recognize and adjust your swing to get a piece of it. Clearly had him reaching for it right there.
Here's Sean Murphy. And that misses. 1-0.
1-0.
And a pitch. Swing and a miss. That's the sweeper. Gary Simmons has the plate duty in this one.
Well, with Simmons, it's not always your standard strike zone, Boog. It kind of gives a little extra in some parts of the zone and then can be tighter in others. But I think the important thing is he doesn't get labeled as inconsistent. So you got to stay ready up there.
Yeah, one of those umpires, you just have to know what to expect, right?
Exactly.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Back-to-back strikeouts to start the frame, and that's now 3 in a row.
Yeah, he's really settling in and getting a feel for his pitches, throwing them where he wants to right now. So we'll see how long he can keep this streak going.
Jared Kellner stands in now and watches strike 1. Two down, nobody on. And the sweeper catches the plate.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
Back here at Dodger Stadium, we head to the bottom of the second, and at the plate for the Dodgers, Teoscar Hernandez. Sale, multi-time All-Star. He features a slider, a four-seamer, a changeup, and he works in a sinker. That misses the zone. 1 ball, 1 strike. And that's too high. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
2-2 count.
And it remains 2-2.
Count is 3-2.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Oh, really went aggressive in with that slider. Good 2-strike pitch right there. At worst case scenario, it's weak contact in play. Exactly where he and the catcher wanted it.
Will Smith in the box now. No balls and a strike. On the ground to third, Riley. Whips it to first. And that quickly 2 away.
Batting 6th, third baseman, Max Muncy.
Here comes Max Muncy. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
Let's go, Funky Muncy.
That one misses, and it's 1-0. Second inning here, no score. And a swing and a miss. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Nothing across here this half. We played 2 full. No score. And we're back.
Leading
Here's
off for
Orlando
Atlanta,
Arcia.
Shortstop, Orlando Arcia.
All right, Singy, you know I'm a dork. Shohei Ohtani, go back to May 5th, 2022 at Fenway Park. He tossed a complete game through 99 pitches. Get this, 81 strikes. It was the most strikes thrown with less than 100 pitches in a game since they started tracking pitch counts.
Ball,
That's just unreal.
Pitch
Ball
misses. Now 2 balls and a strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
That one found hard the other way. Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts.
Well, right now he's in cruise control, autopilot,
Now
just
batting,
dominating
the
these
center fielder,
hitters. It
Michael
doesn't look
Harris,
like it's a
the
fun at
second.
bat. And all of a sudden, you become in awe of this guy on the mound. Somebody's got to break this thing up. That's 5 straight strikeouts. Got to put a ball in play.
So the batting order turns over. Now in for the Braves, Michael Harris II. Led off this game with a double. And takes low for ball 1. Harris in his 4th year, 24 years old, and he's a former Rookie of the Year. Top of the 3rd, no score. That one outside. 2-0.
Looks like he's being a little cautious with him in this at bat after doubling the first time up. Doesn't want to make another mistake. I mean, that's perfect location right on the black. I mean, over and over again, this guy demonstrates the ability to hit those spots. They're so tough to do anything with as a hitter.
At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
Not sure if he could be in more of a groove. Looks really relaxed. He's retired 7 straight. This guy's feeling it right now.
That one down the line. Freeman takes it himself. First 2 batters retired here in the top of the 3rd.
Up next for Atlanta, left fielder Jurickson Profar.
Here's the switch hitting left fielder Jurickson Profar. Walked his first time. That one's in there. 0-1.
All 1's the count.
Swings through that.
He finds himself in a tough situation early.
0-2
Just
the
going to
count.
try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
Just
1.
misses the mark outside the zone.
1 ball, 2 strikes the count.
Outside
Ball
low.
2.
It's 2-2.
This guy's a
2
fun
balls,
guy to
2
watch
strikes.
taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. On to first. And it's in time for the 3rd out, so that'll end the inning. So they make short work of him there. We head now to the home half of inning number 3. We're tied 0-0. And welcome back to the
Leading
ballpark.
off for the
Bottom of the
Dodgers,
inning. And now the right fielder, Andy Pajes.
Andy Pajes.
Fought off foul. And that misses. Ball one.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
Ball two.
And now 2-2.
So hard to touch. I mean, at the top of the zone, 99, 98, even 97. As pitchers do such a good job of teasing that part of the zone, just elevating a little bit. It looks good because you see it for a good while as a hitter. Looks juicy, and by the time you swing, it's almost in the catcher's mitt.
Here comes Chris Taylor. And a foul ball. Taylor, a middle infielder by trade, played his college baseball at the University of Virginia. And Sale deals. Swing and a miss. Chased it out of the zone.
Two pretty nasty sliders to get this hitter in an 0-2 count.
That one ripped left field. That's down. One hops off the wall. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Kind of a risky pitch coming inside with the breaking ball like that. You have to bury it. Otherwise, it's not too difficult to get the bat to it like he did that time. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
Miguel Rojas at the plate. Check swing, and he went. That's strike one.
0-1.
Man at second. And a foul ball. One out and a runner at second here in the last half of the third. In the air out to center. And that'll fall for a base hit. Run scores easily, and it's 1-0.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. When you flare a ball out behind second base, it's really a tough spot for anyone to get to, and you're never trying to do that as a hitter, but when you do, I tell you what, you're yelling at it the entire way to get down.
Here's Mookie now. Swinging a foul straight back. That's outside, and the count is 1-1. Swinging a foul out of play. Man at first, one away. The shortstop takes the ball. And that one is lifted in the air. Harris after it. He's got it. 2 down.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Yeah, here comes Tommy Edman. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And that's ball one.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
If he doesn't get a knock right here, that pitch he just took is going to eat at him for a while. You might not see another pitch like that from a top level guy like this.
Inside corner at the knees. That's a strike. Good fastball. And there's a ball. Swing and a miss. Sale picks up the strikeout. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now a 1-0 ball game. Back here in
Leading off
L.A.,
for
John
Atlanta,
Sciambi with
third
Chris
baseman,
Singleton.
Austin
And set to
Riley.
lead off the fourth, Austin Riley. Ohtani back to work. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
You know, these Braves just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
Pitch misses there. 2-1.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Not the best location with the fastball on strike three, but when you're pumping high 90s, you'll get away with some of those. More margin for error. You know, the fastball has become such a huge strikeout pitch in the sport, and I think a lot of it has to do with all the attention and emphasis on improved spin rates. These fastballs are just exploding out of the pitcher's hands and jumping through the zone.
Here is Matt Olson. Fastball in the inside corner for a strike. One out, base is empty. Fouled off left side. That one way inside.
Straighten him up a little bit.
That one not close. Yeah, that's ball 2. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. With number 9 for him in this game. 9.
He just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
Here's Marcell Ozuna. 0 for 1 so far. That's to third. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Gets off a throw. And it's a 1-2-3 inning for the Braves. Braves go down quickly here. And it remains 1-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Freddie Freeman.
Freddie Freeman.
This one popped up. Olson makes the catch, and there's one gone.
Now batting, left fielder, Teoscar Hernandez.
Here's Teoscar Hernandez. Struck out swinging his first time. And that's outside. Ball 1. Right through there for a strike.
Generally, second, third time through the lineup, you want to be able to lean on those secondary pitches and command them. Looks like he's doing a nice job of it.
And a swing and a miss.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
Sale delivers. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
You usually are going to see that inside fastball a little longer coming in from the opposite side, but that pitch really got in on him right there. I mean, that's a well-thrown pitch. Tough to do anything with that in terms of getting the hands through and the sweet spot of the bat to the baseball.
Smith batting for the second time, and that's strike one. That misses the zone, and 1-1. 2 outs, base is empty. The 1-1 is fouled off. And down on strikes. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Dodgers down in order, but they're on top 1-0. We go to the top of the fifth. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Ozzie Albies. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
You know, these Braves showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. Starter's leash has to be getting tighter with his pitch count where it is, but so far he's been really effective in this one.
Got him. And that K brings him into double digits for the game.
Pretty electric stuff showing up on the mound right now. I mean, in the double-digit strikeouts, he should be able to rack up some more before he's done in this one. And you know, not many of these hitters have had much of an answer for what he's offering out there.
Murphy now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. And the next pitch is way outside.
You know, sometimes it just takes getting to the bullpen in order to be able to score runs, and that might be the case today.
Swing and a miss. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're at the top of the fifth. Fouls it off, still 1-2. One down, base is empty. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Here's Jared Kelman.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Pages hauls it in to end the inning. Back here at Chavez Ravine, here's a big power threat. Max Muncy.
Max Muncy.
And that's in there at the knees.
0-1's the count.
Next offering misses down and away. Right through there for a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And the slider just misses.
Really nice slider right there, sweeping across the dish, but just couldn't hang the edge.
2 strikes.
The next offering misses. Ball 3. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Make it 7 strikeouts for him.
And he'll be beating himself up on the way back to the dugout. Got a pitch to hit and just couldn't get to it. I think that slider really caught way more of the plate than it was supposed to.
Andy Pages steps to the plate for the Dodgers. He's 0 for 1. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Way out front for strike 2.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you've got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
Profar has a beat on it. He makes the catch, and there's 2 down.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming
Now
open
batting,
instead of staying closed.
designated hitter,
If he
Chris
does that, he's going to be able to
Taylor.
go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Taylor stands in here. Tried to hold back
0-1.
his swing there, but went around.
Wow, just a beautiful backdoor slider right there. If you've got any chance of hitting that pitch, you have to wait until the
1 ball,
absolutely
2 strikes.
last millisecond. Just a tough pitch to hit and not an easy one to throw either.
2 outs. Popped up. Albies squeezes it, and that is that. Nothing doing for the Dodgers here, but they hold a 1-0 lead. All set for the top of the 6th. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Orlando Arcia. And that
Counts
one
1-0.
way outside. And that is ball 1. Movement in the bullpen. Blake Trinan looks to be getting ready for manager Dave Roberts. Scott getting loose as well. And fouled off. That missed
2
by a
balls,
lot.
1 strike.
And it's 2-1. Just
high.
missed.
Expect for that guy to come right at you with a fastball, something in the zone, because he does not want to allow the leadoff walk.
The 3-1. That one misses.
Nope.
So
Ball 4.
leadoff walk.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his
Now
spot.
batting,
Hitter
the
didn't
center
offer
fielder,
at it.
Michael
Now he has
Harris,
somebody to
the
worry
second.
about over at first.
Now the leadoff spot for the Braves, Michael Harris the second. 1 for 2. And that one fouled off. Oh, 2 now. Struck him out looking.
Well, I think that's a case of overthinking right
Now
there.
batting,
Got
left
3 straight
fielder,
fastballs
Jurickson
looking
Profar.
in the 0-2 count just to pour it back.
Now batting Jurickson Profar. He is struck out and he is walked. Profar gets a piece there. In the air, right field. And that's a fair ball. And they'll have runners at the corners after a 1-out single.
Now, just a nice job coming through
Now
in a
batting,
pretty
third
high leverage
baseman,
spot
Austin
right there.
Riley.
Now a pretty big at bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
And the batter now, Austin Riley. Yeah, that's fouled off.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
Two on, 1 out. Check swing, called strike.
Big pitch right here. He's going to try to make a pitch that's going to produce a strikeout or a ground ball double play.
Battling here as he fouls it away. First and third, 1 down.
Yeah, with 2 strikes here, you really want to miss outside the zone with that breaking ball.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That's a baker's dozen strikeouts for him in this game.
Well, this is where the team aspect really comes into play on the offensive side of the game, right? I mean, missed opportunity to tie it up with the runner at third, one out, couldn't put the ball in play. So now it's time to pick him up. And that's where good teams, they go to. They operate on this level of next man up. That mentality is what causes them to win series, get into the postseason. And that helps keep the energy and morale high in the dugout.
Olsen in the box now. Takes strike one.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
Smash to the left side. To second, Rojas. And that is the inning. Make it 6 shutout innings for him out there now. It's the Dodgers 1 and the Braves nothing. And we're back. Bottom of the 6th. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Miguel Rojas.
Miguel Rojas.
And the first offering a fastball for a strike. Rojas in his 11th season, 36 years old, and he was born in Venezuela. Sale ready. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Liner snagged at first.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Back to the top of the Dodgers order. Here's Mookie to hit. 0 for 2 in this one. First pitch misses.
That's ball 2.
And a breaking ball drops in for a strike.
In today's game, not that many fastball counts, but hitters still in the back of their minds, they're looking for one. 2-0 changeup call right there. Excellent pitch selection to go with.
And that's a little bit high. And that's ball 3.
A rare 3-ball count here. He's been throwing strikes all day. Got to be ready to hit if you're in the box.
And a swing and a miss there.
And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Up next for the Dodgers, center fielder Tommy
Edman at the plate. Fastball for a strike. 0-1. And there's a foul ball. 1-run game, 1 out, 1 on. Pitch is in the dirt. Now 1-2. To first, might be 2. Feed to second, that's 1. Return throw to first, got him. Double play, and that'll do it. 1 hit in the inning, but no one left. We're through 6 full. It's the Dodgers 1 and the Braves nothing.
Now pitching.
So the Dodgers have a new arm on the mound. Leighton Trinan.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Marcell Ozuna coming up to hit.
A lot of times you're looking for a guy to get that tying run on base, but because of the power, you want him to tie up the game with one swing here.
And that's downstairs. And that's ball 1. And it's even up to Ozuna.
1-1.
And a base hit up the middle. Off to a good start with a leadoff knock.
Always feels amazing getting a job
Now
done
batting,
when the team
second
needs you to
baseman,
come through.
Ozzie
It's just
Albies.
bigger than your own individual stats. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
And here comes Ozzie Albies to the dish. Just
out.
missed. With the go-ahead run at the plate, here in the top half of inning number 7. Next pitch is outside.
Struggled a little bit in this one. Couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
In the air, left side. Hernandez sizes this one up, brings it in, and there's one down. So here's Murphy now, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Late swing fouled off. Ozuna leads off first with one away. Swings and chases a low one there.
Sometimes being lucky is a swing and miss. If he makes contact with that pitch, probably hits into a double play.
Stays alive. The 0-2. He swings and hits a fly ball center field. And that'll fall for a base hit. And the go-ahead run is on base. He's safe at third, and the tying run is 90 feet away.
Look, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
And here comes the Dodgers manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Blake Trinan done for the day, and he leaves in a one-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute.
Now pitching.
The new
for the
pitcher in the
Dodgers,
game, Alex Vesia.
number 51.
Well, the best relievers love the
Alex
opportunity to come in and
Vesia.
protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Runners at the corners here, one away. And now here is Jared Kelenic. And that's way high. 1-0.
In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third.
1-1.
And a count 1-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Nothing happening on the bases, though.
So far, just one of those days for this lineup. You get a couple of runners on, and you're looking at having a big inning, and that strikeout right there just pours water on the fire. You look for the next hitter to step up and try to do something, pick up his teammate and his club.
And next for Atlanta, Orlando Arcia. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Drops into the glove, and that's the third out. 2 left for Atlanta. They trail here 1-0. back here at Dodger Stadium. Here is Freddie Freeman. Sale back to work.
This pitcher's done a good job of disrupting the hitter's
0-1's
timing
the
with the
count.
mix of pitches and changing speeds. You want to keep that front foot inconsistent for the batter. Their swings are hesitant, and that's exactly what you want on the mound.
Hey, 2.
Now, just a cement mixer slider right there. It's a great pitch to hit if you can recognize it early and jump on it.
Fights it off. He'll see another.
Timing issues can snowball quickly, and that's what we're witnessing here. This lineup's inability to lock onto the pitcher's delivery is causing a few awkward swings.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Well, clearly just anxious
Now
right
batting,
there, and understandably
left
so in an
fielder,
0-2 count. You feel like you've got a lot of plate to
Hernandez.
cover, and you don't want to strike out, and you end up striking out. That's just one of those pitches where it's not over the plate, but because you committed to it as it was leaving his hand, by the time you realized it wasn't going to be in the zone, it's too late to hold up your swing.
Arcia puts it away for the out. And there's 2 away.
Now batting, catcher Will Smith.
2 outs, base is empty. The batter now will be Will Smith. And that is in for a strike. And it's 0-1. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Comes up empty.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters
0-2.
got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
Got him. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Dodgers go down quietly. They lead it 1-0.
Now pitching.
New pitcher for the Dodgers, Tanner Scott.
Number 66.
And we all know about his slider. It's just
Tanner
filthy, man. And
Scott.
one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Yeah, the batter now,
Leading off
Michael
for
Harris
Atlanta,
II.
Center fielder.
Went down
Michael
looking on
Harris
3
the second.
pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here.
Ball 1
That ball went
there.
out.
High in the air, out to right. Pass. Balls it in, and there's 1 away.
Now batting, left fielder Jurickson.
So up
Profar.
next, Jurickson Profar. Corner infielders guarding the lines, trying to prevent extra bases. Fastball for a strike.
And I know you want to be patient as a hitter, but you got to be ready to jump on the first thing straight. And he got one right there, but left the bat on his shoulder.
Holding on to a 1-run lead, and we're in the top of the 8th. And that
1
one
ball,
missing
2
inside
strikes.
a sharp slider. That misses the
balls,
zone.
2
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. I really think the outer half is open.
And a foul ball, he stays alive.
The healthy cut. Tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
Lefty continues to work, but the closer getting loose in the bullpen. Misses
Thank
off
you.
the plate. Full count, 3-2. Austin Riley in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. And the tying run is on base.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at bat. Saw a lot of
Third
pitches
baseman,
and ends up
Austin
drawing the
Riley.
walk. Very gritty.
1 down. Here is Austin Riley. 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. Fouled off down the right side.
Power relievers one after another coming out of the bullpen these days. Got to be ready for that first pitch heater.
That
Ball
one
1.
misses, and it's a ball and a
I
strike.
got a ball, 1 strike.
And that is out of play. Swing and a ground ball, and it's just foul. That was close. That one missing inside. And a good eye there.
On this count, runner not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion. Try to avoid a double play here, Boo.
Profar, the runner at first with one gone in the inning. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. He fouls it off. We'll do it again. And ball four to a board.
Walks out of the bullpen can absolutely kill your momentum very quickly. They're in some hot water trying to protect this lead.
Matt Olson stepping to the plate in a big spot now. You gotta feel like there's a pretty good chance this game is gonna turn on one swing. That one finds the zone, and that is strike one.
There was a high velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
Swing and a miss. And that is strike two.
He's trying to stay away from this lefty, knowing that a lot of left-handers like the ball down and in.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out of a slider, and there's two gone.
Such a challenge when a guy's got great velocity. He's throwing a slider over 90 miles per hour. You want to be ready to hit that fastball, but that late break just eats you up every time.
And the Dodgers will go to the bullpen. Tanner Scott done for the afternoon, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this. So the closer summoned from the bullpen, Kirby Yates.
Well, I got to think he probably has a little extra in the tank facing his former team, man. There's not a player in the league that doesn't get a little extra motivation when he plays against his old squad.
High leverage spot coming up for the big bat of Marcell Ozuna. 1 for 3. Outside, and that's ball one. Big spot, 2 out. Both the tying and go-ahead runs are aboard. Next offering in there for a strike, and it's 1-1. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. Inning over. That's a crucial missed opportunity.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
Now pitching for
Back
Atlanta.
now, new pitcher on the mound as we
Number
roll into the
38.
bottom of the 8th. Pierce Johnson.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can
Leading
give their
off
players
for
a
the
chance to
Dodgers,
fight back into the
third
game.
baseman.
Well,
Max
one-run game.
Muncy.
Here's the third baseman, Max Muncy. Both the infield and the outfield shifted over to the right. Gets the call. 0-1.
0-1's the count. Ball, that's in.
Swings through that one.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Ball. 2-2 the count.
Struck him out swinging. Had him out front for strike 3.
Third time he struck
Up
out in
next
this
for
one,
the
and definitely an
Dodgers,
individual
right
performance you
fielder,
want to flush. He just hasn't looked very
Andy
comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
Pajes,
Ball
the
one,
next
no
to hit,
strike.
takes ball 1. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Dylan Lee getting ready to come in for manager Brian Snitker. Bummer also getting ready. Base is empty, 1 away. Here in the bottom half of the 8th inning. A little bit low,
that's low.
and it's 2-0. This one lifted in the air, left field, and there's 2 away.
Good pitch. He just kind of had him out in front on that
Up
pitch away
next
and
for
wasn't
the
able to stay
Dodgers,
closed.
Designated
Here
hitter,
comes Chris Taylor.
Chris Taylor.
And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Just misses with that one.
That's a
1
good
ball,
pitch
2
there.
strikes the count.
Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you...
That's strike 3 and the 3rd out. So we take a break. Dodgers down in order, but they lead it 1-0. All set to start
Leading
the 9th
off
in
for
this
the
one.
Braves,
Here's the
second
second
baseman,
baseman,
Ozzie
Ozzie
Albies.
Albies. Swing and a foul out of play. Right through there for a strike. Looking to get the tying run on base. Foul ball. It stays 0-2.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
And a swing and a miss. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th.
Oh, nothing too fancy on the strikeout pitch right there. Just a low 90s fastball, and I'm not sure he was trying to challenge him, but that's pretty much what happened. Very hittable location, but he found a way to just get it by him.
He's 2 outs away. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Sean Murphy. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Counts 1-0.
And another ball.
2-0.
And now 2-1.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms
balls,
extended,
1 strike.
tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
One down, base is empty. Hard ground ball, base knock.
Everything came
Now
together
batting,
perfectly
right
for
fielder,
him right there.
Jared
Smashed
Kelman.
that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
One down, runner at first. Jared Kellner next up for the Braves. 0 for 3 in this one. Swing and a pop off in foul ground. Muncy sizing this one up, pulls it down, and there are 2 away.
Up next for Atlanta, shortstop Orlando Arcia.
So it's their last chance in this one. Orlando Arcia now at the plate.
Right now, they're looking
Nope.
for something
Ball one.
hit hard into the gaps, give them an opportunity with 2 outs to score that run from first.
The 1-0. And that one fouled off.
Really going after him here. All fastballs to get ahead in the count.
Yates is just 1 strike away. And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
Well, this one was all about the pitching and defense. Outstanding job of the pitchers, really attacking hitters, trusting what the catcher was putting down, and trusting the players standing behind him to make the plays defensively. Sometimes you want to see a high-scoring game, but sometimes you can appreciate the artistic beauty of what these pitchers did on the mound today.
1-0 the final. They hang on to win it by a run. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.